Good morning, wrestling fans. Today is Tuesday, July 2nd, 2024. Lance Brock here. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to this Tuesday morning episode of GMWF. Unfortunately, I have to start off with another apology. I know yesterday I said I was going to try to get around to doing a new episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic last night, talking about Raw in Forbidden Door. Unfortunately, I was not able to last night, and I still plan on sometime in the future talking about the Forbidden Door pay-per-view from last Sunday. Not sure when exactly that will be, but I do hope to in the future sometime. And I also apologize for that very rude garbage truck that is up the street a little bit. I don't know, some people are very rude, making noise when they know that people are recording episodes of their podcast while walking to work in the morning. It's like they don't even care. But on this Tuesday morning episode of GMWF, for right now, gonna talk a little bit about last night's Raw. And we started off with main event Jey Uso going over the Money in the Bank match this Saturday in Toronto. But then he is interrupted by Chad Gable. He talks about surviving the attack from the Wyatt family. And he actually brings up a good point about how they might go after Jey Uso because he stole the fireflies, and he says he doesn't even want them. They can have them. And by the way, I forgot, Raw last night was in Boston at the TD Garden Arena, and the lights go out again and the music plays. Gable goes to leave and Jey Uso disappears. The smoke fills the ring, and as Gable is trying to exit through the crowd, he sees a member of the Wyatt Six, not allowing him to leave. And once again, we see Nikki Cross, and she hands Michael Cole a VHS tape, another one that says "Play Me." And that's another thing. So far, they're not saying who they actually are. Like Nikki Cross is like, Michael Cole didn't even recognize her as Nikki Cross. And on that VHS tape later on in Raw, we see another video with Uncle Howdy and Bo Dallas. And this one, I would say, was interesting once again. But I thought the one last week, the first one that we saw, was a little more effective than the video we saw this week. Still looking forward to see where this angle goes in the future. And also on Raw last night, we had Xavier Woods with his New Day tag team partner Kofi Kingston in his corner, and he defeats Karrion Kross, who had the final testament with him, 7 minutes 30 seconds. And after the match, Karrion Kross attacks Kofi Kingston, or both of them actually, but has Kofi locked in an armbar in the ring. And Liv Morgan successfully retains her Women's World Championship against Zelina Vega, 11 minutes 30 seconds. And that is not the last of Liv Morgan we will see, but I'll get to that in just a little bit. Zoe Stark defeats Dakota Kai and Ivy Nile in a triple threat qualifying match for the women's Money in the Bank ladder match, 8 minutes 45 seconds. Not a bad match here. Now we go back to Liv Morgan. Rey Mysterio taking on his son, Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Liv Morgan gets involved. At one point, Dominic is on the apron telling her to leave. Rey knocks him off the apron. He lands on top of her. Well, just before that, though, Rey was going for the 619, and Liv pulled him out of the ring. Or that's after, actually. My mistake. And then Dominic ends up getting the win over his father, Rey Mysterio, 9 minutes, 55 seconds. And in the main event of Raw tonight, Drew McIntyre defeats Sheamus and Eli Dragunov in a qualifying triple threat match for the men's Money in the Bank ladder match this Saturday in Toronto. 12 minutes, 25 seconds. So both Money in the Bank matches, the men's and the women's, are both now set for this Saturday for the Money in the Bank Premium Live event. That was last night's Monday Night Raw. Also, I forgot, there was a segment between the world's heavyweight champion Damian Priest and Seth freaking Rollins. And there, when Seth Rollins was in the ring cutting his promo, there was just some confetti started falling from the ceiling. I think Seth said that it was some leftover confetti from the Celtics winning the NBA championship or something. And now that was last night's WWE Monday Night Raw. I thought it was an alright go-home show before Money in the Bank. I really wouldn't say it was anything that special. And let me know in the comment section, though, your thoughts and your opinions on last night's Raw. Also, your predictions for this Saturday's Money in the Bank Premium Live event, either right here on Spreaker, YouTube, or wherever you listen to 360 Wrestling Podcasts at, if they have a comment section. And that is all for this Tuesday morning episode of Good Morning Wrestling Fans. I will be back tomorrow morning to preview tomorrow night's AEW Dynamite, and hopefully talk about Forbidden Door on a future episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic. I will talk to you all tomorrow morning, and hope you all will join me once again. Until then, have a great pro wrestling day.